So today is my 11th month on testosterone, and it's a bit weird because I haven't made a 10th month video. I just didn't feel it. It's December. That was kind of a rough month, and honestly, I didn't see any changes. But this month I have seen changes. I think my mustache is definitely growing thicker towards like the middle-ish. Um, Also, my hairline seems to have gotten higher, and I'm noticing like more grey in it, which I actually don't mind. It might actually make people realize that I'm a lot older. Because one of the things I've noticed is that people think I'm about 16 years younger than I actually am. So unfortunately, the video cut out like 55 minutes in because of my headphones. So what I was saying was, for body hair, I think it's definitely gotten thicker. Like I'm getting a thicker mustache. Definitely, like it's growing on my chest, which is great for me in terms of like dysphoria alleviation. It'll definitely connect with my stem trial at some point, and obviously if you looked at my legs, they kind of look like, I guess, teenage boys, regular human, again, because I have a growth disorder. It affects the way I went through puberty the first time, so looking more like myself and less like something that doesn't fit, at least in my mind, feels a lot better. Definitely feel like my voice has changed because I was watching some clips from like the previous month, and although my voice can get higher, like I can't do like the higher notes for singing when I'm listening to songs anymore, so I definitely know that it has actually gotten to that point where I can't go to the high registers, which is very affirming. And I definitely think that like I just seem to be a lot calmer. Although like December was quite a hard month for me. Like I wasn't as angry, but I still was anxious. So I was like calm, but at some point I could like acknowledge the anxiousness. Although like that did lead to me like being more sort of dissociative, but at least I wasn't like feeling that like pent up anger, which other people have noticed on testosterone, and I definitely think does apply to me as well. Just trying to think, what did I say in the other video, because I've just got like the footage of me speaking and like nothing recorded after 55 minutes. Oh, and I definitely like pass for a binary trans person, which again is just me personally. Like it wouldn't bother me if I wore like a kilt or like a pantsuit or something. Everyone just assumes that I'm like a teenager or something. Like I'm not clocked easily, and like I haven't experienced as much transphobia as I did like early on in my transition, although like I live in the city, so there's less there's like more space to avoid the backwards opinionated people that pay you like really backhanded comments. You've got more space to avoid them, even though like the city that I live in is supposed to be quite high ranking on like acceptance and that sort of thing. It's just dependent on like the politics that's happening right now. So far I've been pretty much okay. I definitely think body temperature is starting to kind of like creep to normalish levels. I still kind of feel like I'm boiling from the inside out when someone switches on the heating and doesn't tell me about it in his house, but like I can wear shorts around the house and not be like freezing cold. And like I can wear the hoodies like this and like not feel like I'm boiling alive, even if it's cold. I'm not really getting any kind of like weird cravings like I did at the beginning of my like testosterone journey. Definitely like during the second lockdown sort of pandemic time was when I was like, right, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna check to see what my progress on the application is, and it turns out that it had been paused because of the pandemic. So I basically had to do most of it again, which meant like another appointment with their counselling team and like with their psychology team, then getting blood work done and all that sorted. But eventually that meant that the doctor's surgery that I was with did actually prescribe the testosterone, and like I signed the paperwork and all that important stuff to make sure that I was like safe and knew what I was doing. But it feels like a whole world away since I started my transition to now, because it's been 11 months. So by the time February rolls around, it'll be like a year, and I'm entirely blown away by that. Actually, it hasn't quite caught up with me yet that I'm beginning to see the differences in myself, and I feel definitely like more confident with my transition because my body looks more like how I feel, and it feels less like I'm kind of trapped in it. Like I definitely have control and I feel safe with my transition and where I am as a person. Like if 13-year-old me could have looked in a mirror and like seen me as I am now, like I reckon he'd be very happy. So that's the 11-month update for this month. Next month will be an entire year.